series, but now my vote's now going over the side of Binasic. Very well balanced, and I could see how they could actually go in for a certain tempo of play. I'm not too sure on how much of the Federal Airstrike can actually contribute when it comes down to some of these team fights, because it's going to be quite tough to land it on some of all these high mobility units of team.
Man, it's going to be a big question mark. Yeah, I agree on how Farsa's going to be able to join in on the fray. It's a switch up. Pain will be on the Benedetta. Oh, my Yuri is going to be on the Farsa once again. It's very effective Farsa in game number 3. A lot of questions here if it's going to be effective here on game number 4, considering the fact that there are a lot of lockdown options for team here. As soon as the Federal Airstrike comes in, the Wild Charge can come in from Dogs. Renegade can go in for the Way of the Dragon. Sagitno can go for the Knockout Punch to cancel the Federal Airstrike. And as I say that, Dogie is just trying to be a nuisance here in the jungle. The purple buff will be secured regardless by 30 Gaming. And the Little Wonder is going to go to the hands of team. It's a fairly safe game here for both of these sides, for both of these teams. Not really coming off the bat swinging.
Yeah, and Changgu now kind of got in the awkward position, but it won't be first blood just about yet. Calling it for a little bit of backup in the form of Honda Beast. This will be easy picking, and now forcing the flicker as well. Honda Beast will assist in Changgu's first blood.
And Changgu is down, trades it off. 1-for-1 trade, and Honda Beast is saying is welcome, but that doesn't matter because the rest of Binasic is here to mess with Dogie. The the power of nature chips their HPs, but not going to be amounting to much. Pain Flicks will fall down. A trade for a trade all across the map. Cross-map plays here for these teams.
Wow. Liking what I'm seeing so far. Many of the action happening over top lane side of things. Now, Sagitnu as well as H2O, they just want to make sure that, things are being well handled over on the bottom side, and Painflix initially got brought down once. So it's just going to take a while here for them to eventually set the tempo right to secure the first circle of the game. So, Honda now scouting all about. It shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Now, Honda Beast is being pretty much caught out, and that team will be able to knock one more off of the board. Meanwhile, Pain managing to dash away. Oh, recommitment coming out. That's a mistake. And overall, still did not manage to shut down onto Pain.
And Aaron tries to go for the same umbrella open just to try to get the kill off, but man, Pain shouldn't have survived that. And as I said earlier, that they are not coming out swinging. I take that back. They're starting to go for the skirmishes here to get the advantage in the map.
Yeah, and, very peculiar plays and also the options on the table where H2O didn't really have to force it to dive regardless. Yeah, maybe going with a little bit of exchange, getting the kill will be very significant, but here comes the Tower's Rage, knocking onto the Turtle, and her airstrike has already been pulled right in, but she's been sitting right put for Sagitnu just to secure the kill. Now they are focusing onto Honda Beast, and one more goes into the back of Pain. Meanwhile, Honda will not be able to survive as well. 5-4, a lot of casualties in the first 3 minutes of the game. Well, spears after spears being thrown right to the side of Kosi Dogie. And Yura will be able to help out just to, hopefully land the final blow. Okay, the snipe comes through. Woohoo!
From downtown, 30 Gaming with that snipe. Well, you'd expect that from 30 Gaming. He is god on this Moskov, and he's it's showing. And I thought Honda Beast was gonna steal that with just his passive.
Right. I was having a little bit of slight hopes of that, but thank goodness it is a retribution in the hands of H2O overall. So this is going to be a slight contest. Well, I stand corrected. But then again, just a little bit of work to be done here for the River Crabs. While there is the element already being expended by Changu for Order of Brilliance already being popped. Oh, here comes another airstrike, and he pops right back in. A kill makes the current by Sagitnu.
And it is still a relatively even fight here as Team secures out 2 kills. 3 kills back-to-back even. And the question marks are now coming out here from Renegade's Cho. And you can't blame him. This is one of his signature heroes in the MPL. And it's showing how much of an effect he has in the game. He's currently sitting on a 1-1-0 scoreline, but that doesn't matter because he's just able to just go for the big plays when needed. As I say that, the Rage does not connect because of the Shadow Kill being procced just at the last moment. H2 is going to go for another kill on the Chagno, forces out the Order of Brilliance, going to be quad shadowing out. And Oh My Yuri in a tight spot, not really in a good position as well. 30 Games going to be joining in on the fray. Try to dish out damage on Sagitno. He does not have enough damage just yet, and Sagitno shuts down 30 Gaming.
Wow. There's a lot of back and forth going on, but team have managed to solidify their positioning. And now it's really down to Painflix to really make some significant plays cross map. But RJ is going to be able to actually hold his own after all. He has a lot of all these spells that he can spend just to run away. And slowly, though, skirt out of the way. He will. Meanwhile, Honda Beast, last fight. Going against that Hayabusa, I guess he expended that Tyrant's Rage in hopes to knock him over the wall, but even if he can't do that, there was really no follow-up whatsoever. Now, that's one more turtle going in the backs of Akosi Doggie's side of team. And another pickup as well. Okay, what's he doing there? Immortality being popped up. Akosi Doggie makes the run, but wrong direction.
The wall charge and conceal, he could have survived, but he really had nowhere to run there. As H2 pops a quad shadow, the revenge connects. The rage, will it happen? No, it's not going to happen because he already used it up. But that's going to be Painflix taking 2 out of commission as Aaron trades it off for Changu in the bottom lane.
Wow. Just seeing how things have gone so far in the 7-minute mark. Team is just stalling on many of them, and I guess that this is where Binasic is just losing a lot of momentum in the early game with all these tier 1s already falling flat, leaving a lot of space. But, okay, what's going on? Doug is just asking it to inflict more pain, but RJ's around the corner, so he's not really all too concerned anyways. So just to get new, maybe he can go in for a certain setup for a dive for the rest of the team. Meanwhile, charging it right in, could be bringing in a little bit more of an output there. Yuri now has to force his way across, going just back into the base. Now, trying to hold on his own momentum. Oh my goodness!
Oh, the prediction in that, well, they did see Kufra jump through that brush, but still that Yin Yang overturn being thrown out just counted them that potential team fight in the mid lane. My goodness, team, they want to end this right now.
And team, you can see the fury after game 3. They do not really want to expend any more chances there. Here comes Winter Dragon connecting on towards Changu. Changu will be actually answer right back. It's a mega kill for Pain. This time, character hopes and dreams alive for the side of Binasic. Well, they have to actually get a little bit of reset going on as the turtle is already spawned up. They have the room to actually secure it. Phase 2 already heading it. While team is just going to be stashing up gold, but Aaron is on the Overwatch. Well, Cooper possibly will try to get things done. Painflix only 1 second too late, and here comes OG Shadow Kill, followed up by the side of Honda Beast, but it's a Hayabusa overall that you don't want to mess with.
And he still managed to survive too. Painflix kind of clinching there. He almost got taken down by H2. Good micro from him to use the Eye for a Night to escape, but This is a familiar situation that Binasic has been for the entirety of this series. They've always been on the back foot and was able to mount a defense that can matter. Sagitno is lying in wait in this brush. Spots out where Sagitno is, and Chango's going to be forced to back off here. Meanwhile, in the top lane, they get Renegade out. They can rejoin in the fight in the bottom lane jungle. Umbrella's going to be thrown down. Yin Yang Overturn's not going to be available. Painflix and Chango, they're going to be forced to back off. And the three-man gank squad here in the bottom lane for a team is just to ensure the consistent push of minions is consistent.
And meanwhile, there is a two-man setup for the side of Binasic in hopes to crush down at the very least the very first turret to be secured. So, beating a little bit of response coming in from the side of team, but you know what? Never mind. Too high of an attack speed to even deal with. So, this is where Sagitno is going to be going on a hunt. As he is
almost
pretty much concealed. Wow. I guess that's a good catch and a good try overall coming from Honda.
And I kind of want to see what 30 Gaming has right now. And before that, though, that is almost the shadow kill being committed to try to get the kill onto Changu, but the Order of Brilliance was forced out. Painflix lying in wait in this bottom side brush. Honda Beast just circling around. Will spot Aaron. As God will be spawning him out as well. Dogie needs to back off. Want to be picked off here. And again, all the lanes are pushed out in favor of team. Honda Beast has nowhere to run. Dogie spots out Honda Beast, and Honda Beast is going to be able to run away. Fettered Air Strike is going to be thrown down by Omai Yuri. Not exactly the entirety of the duration of the Fettered Air Strike. And it's still... I don't want to call it as a team game right now because Binasic, they made miracle happen in game number 3. This is, if anything, this is just relatively even for themselves.
Yeah, and I guess, you know, there has to be a little bit of a tipping point here to really separate both sides of the team. And this battle now being purchased by Renegade. Airstrike already being pulled out. Honda Beast gets a good connection. Lost out with the Titan's Rage. Because Dogie will be having the sprint to still book out, but instead gets caught out as well. And they finally find 30 Gaming. This doesn't look all too good for the side of Binasic. Here comes the OG channel kill as well. But, you know, this is very slight commitments as they're only looking for the tier 2. And now I guess they can slowly start up the first Lord on the 12-minute mark.
And I feel like Binasic, they are just going to be buying time as much as they can to go for the 20-minute mark once again and force errors here on the side of the team. The trend that we've been seeing here in the series is that the longer the game gets, the stronger Binasic becomes, and the more hard it is for them to deal a significant blow on the side of Binasic to really end this. But it's really a question of if Binasic can last long in this fight, as Dogie will be forced to pop the Immortality, and the Way of the Dragon by Renegade picks off Painflix. And these are the debts that Pain does not want to give away towards team.
Yeah, and now I guess we finally can have a little bit of peek of what 30 Gaming has in store for us. Wow, it's already going in towards his 4th item already, and he's going to be hurting a whole lot, and surprisingly so. Sagitno is the one with the most gold in the game.
Yeah, that Paquito 4-1 and 5. He's being picked up by H2 as well. Lord's going to be marching on over towards his bottom lane inhibitor turret. It's undeniably going to go down, and they're focusing their attention on the 30. They will not be... Well, then now they'll be able to take down the Lord. Honda Beast goes for the revenge in the mid lane, trying to prevent any other further pushes, any other further losses coming in. Sagitno will have the knockout punch available. The Conceal is going to be thrown down. They spot out Honda Beast. Baneflix going to be poking out these members here. And the mid lane inhibitor is going to go down. Honda Beast needs to look for an opportunity. The Immortality is going to get popped. The minion waves are pushing in for a team. And members here, a 1-for-1 trade so far. Then Sagitno overstaying his welcome as God going to be forced to wild charge out of there. Painflix takes down Dogie. Renegade, though, going to be rejoining on the fight. Has the Way of the Dragon available, but will not be committing any weird plays there. And they're going to be backing off, happy with the 3 inhibitor turrets being taken down.
Wow. That's sort of the turret flush coming right through, and it only costed them 2 lives overall. Binasic still managing to hang on. after taking down the Lord at the same time. Now, this is where, hitting it towards the late game, it's all about how well can Painflix actually pull things off here, and Renegade should be able to actually get themselves into safety. So, very usual plays coming out from Chose in particular, just showing that, this comfort pick has been absolutely reliable. Meanwhile, Sagitnu can still go in to crush more of these waves, heading in towards the bottom portion of the map.
Yeah, Sagitnu is just wanting to just apply a lot of pressure on the side of Binasic, making sure that they do not have priority in the lane. Look at how the lane is looking, how the map is looking right now. All the lanes are all blue. All the minions are pushing forward. With the Lord spawning in 77 seconds, that's something that team wants to secure again for themselves, the way that they've been playing it for the longest time now. They wait for a sure security on the Lord. But all things considered, though, they can just forego the Lord and end it right here. Just wait for the big minion wave push to come in. And as I say that, look at the map. All the lanes are pushing towards the side of Binasic. And again, the defense of a lifetime is up for Binasic. They're waiting for the minion waves to push in. Team is taking their time. Minion waves are going to be cleared out. So they buy themselves a little bit more time in this game.
Yeah, and I definitely think that they still really need the Lord because of how quickly they just clear it off, especially when you have 30 being all around. So it shouldn't really take them too long to really deal with many of these waves. It's all about, team, where do they want to pull the trigger or not? And maybe Dogie won't be able to actually knock them all up in the air if he just expends his ultimate. So now, 10 more seconds, we will see an attempt on that Lord for team. I guess the Hayabusa is going to be waiting for more of his teammates to back him up. Although he can definitely start it all alone. But still a little bit of a risk involved. Especially you have this Benedetta playing all too well. 6, 2, and 1. And now a little bit of a backdoor coming right in because Sagitnu is just challenging to stay right put. Because they're not getting anywhere near the Lord. But here comes Angel coming in with a little bit of an eye for an eye, hoping to land that electrified bolt. Now he will have to expend his immortality, but how long can he take as he goes down? 19 to 12, and the Lord is in the hands of team.
And now, quite frankly, the end might be near for team, for Binasic, I mean, as they lose Painflix in the process. Renegade is low on HP, the shadow kill by H2. Will burst out the majority of the HPs there from 30 Gaming. That's a primary jungle, the primary damage output out for Binasic. They take down Changu as well, and this may just be it. Team will be your national champions for the Philippines. A 3-1 scoreline. Good game. Well played for everybody involved in this tournament. My goodness. To be honest, though, it was sort of anticlimactic. Sort of.
Kind of in a way, and it just shows how dominant team is overall. Of course, hats off to Akosi Doggie's side, which feels Aaron, H2O, Renegade, as well as Sagitnu, and they've been able to play one of the cleanest ways to end the entirety of the tournament and not even dropping too much of game. Well, only one loss so far, and in a way, team has been able to recuperate and bounce back stronger than ever. Let's also have a look at the first runner-up and